Hey there, Galaxy S8 owners! Bixby is coming. Wait, you didn't forget about Samsung's AI assistant, did you? Well, ready or not, Samsung is gearing up to deliver Bixby Voice to your phone. And now you'll finally have a good use for that side button. Now, Google has a giant head start with Google Assistant, so no one expects Bixby to be quite as polished right out of the gate. But does it get off to a good start? Let's find out. We'll start simple. Bixby, what's the weather?
Looks like it's a cloudy day with a temperature of 70.
So that's what you expect from an assistant. Bixby, who won the Red Sox game last night?
Here is what I found on the web.
So Bixby is not really a knowledge database, so for a lot of these things it sends you to its own internet browser. But if you were to ask Google Assistant the same question, who won the Red Sox game last night?
They won their most recent game 6-3. It was against the Twins.
It gives you the information, it tells you the information, you don't have to read it. So for things like that, you're still going to want to use Google Assistant. But for other things, the things that you do on your phone, Bixby actually works pretty well. For example, you can say, open the camera.
All right, here you go.
And it opens up, no problem. Whereas on Google Assistant, on the S8 anyway, open the camera. It doesn't quite understand unless you say open the camera app. So Samsung has baked Bixby into all of its little apps and into the S8 pretty well, where you can be a little more casual and get things done. So if you go back to the camera app and you just say, Bixby, take a selfie, it'll open the camera, it'll flip it to the front camera, it'll give you a little countdown, and it'll take the picture. Google Assistant does that on the Pixel phone, but it doesn't do that on the Galaxy S8, so that's a little bit of an advantage for Bixby. So Bixby works with your phone unlike other assistants, and it can really dive into certain parts of the app. Like for example, the settings app. I threw all sorts of commands at it, and it nailed it every time. Like for instance, this is a really cool one. Bixby, show me my IMEI number.
Okay, here you go.
And it brings it right up, and that's one of those things where you have to search for it, or you jump through a bunch of different levels of menus to find it, and it brings it right up. Whereas if I do the same question with Google Assistant, show me my IMEI number.
Here are some results from a
It
search.
just searches the web. So Samsung has baked Bixby into the S8 in a very unique way. And I could see it being helpful down the line. It's early and it's a beta, and there's a lot of things it still has to do. It doesn't even work with all of its own apps. But there's a lot here that I can see where Samsung's going with this. So we all know every AI assistant lets you send calls and send texts without touching your screen. But since Samsung works with its apps a little bit better, you can actually reject calls as they come in and send messages without touching the phone. So I'm going to have my camera guy give me a call, and I'm going to reject his call using Bixby. Hi, Bixby. Reject this call and message I'm too busy.
Let's tap the send button when you're ready.
So that was my cameraman, and I can't talk to him right now. For some reason, Bixby can't right now send a message by voice, but I'm sure that'll be fixed soon enough. Right now, I can just press the send button, and it's gone. I rejected the call, sent him the voicemail, I sent him a message saying why, and I didn't have to touch my phone to do it. It's pretty cool. So that's Bixby in a nutshell. It's a bit of a lopsided battle with Google Assistant, but there are some things that Bixby does better on the S8. So don't write it off before you try it. You might be saying hi to Bixby more often than you think.